boys and girls, it's Mrs. Davis. I thought we'd have a story because I had a new delivery of some books because I ran out of books. And this one turned up and it's called The Giant of Jum. Now, I hadn't read it before, so I was so excited to delve straight in because the front cover really enticed me. I mean, I wanted to find out what all these children were doing with the giant, boys and girls. So the lovely authors, Ellie Woolard and Benji Davis, along with the publishers, Macmillan Publishers, said we could read it together. So are you ready, boys and girls, for a little story, Could a Mrs. D? I am so excited. It's called The Giant of Jum. Now, I wish we were in a classroom now. Nod your head if you wish you were in your classroom. Cross your arms if you don't want to be in a classroom and you're quite happy. Well, I am nodding my head because I'd love to discuss with the boys and girls, which little person would you be here? Would you be this courageous boy who stood very tall and strong on the giant's Peter Pointer? Would you be this girl who is safe and secure in the palm of the giant's hand? Maybe you'd be sat with a friend. Maybe you'd be on top of the giant's head peeping out. I wonder who you would be, boys and girls. I'd love to know. I think I'd be safe and secure. I don't think I'm that brave really, boys and girls. I'm not sure. Right, here we go. The Giant of Jum. Love that word, Jum. The Giant of Jum was a grumpy old grouch who was constantly grizzling and grumbling. And when he was hungry, he'd slobber and slouch and say, "Oh, how my tummy is rumbling." Fee, he said, and fie, he said, and foe, he said, and can you guess what else he might say? FUM. How I pine, how I wish for a child on a dish. Little children are yummy, yummy, yum. Well, you are yummy, yummy, yum, but we couldn't eat you, could we, boys and girls? And he thought of his tale that his brother had told of a beanstalk and a boy known as, can you remember? You are so clever, it's Jack. He'd be nice, thought the giant, if eaten quite cold with a slice of dish, beans for a snack. I don't think so. He strode through the land with such thunderous stomps that the trees started shaking and swaying. Through fields and forests, through rivers and swamps, and to gardens where children were playing. FUM, he said, and foe, he said, and fee, he said, and foe. Children, I feel, make a fabulous meal. I will gobble you up for my tea. Oh, my wordy, wordy word. Look, he's picked up the little person. But the children said, "What a magnificent man. You're so marvellously magic and tall." And they said, "Will you help us? We sure you can. Oh, please, will you fetch our ball? Look, the ball's in the top of the waterfall." The giant said, "Well, I suppose it won't hurt, but soon, have no fear, I'll be back. You'd be scrumptious if eaten with cream for dessert. Just as soon as I've gobbled that Jack." Foe, he said, and FUM, he said, and fee and fie. Children taste nice mixed with pasta or rice, and they're perfect when popped in a pie. Popped in a pie? A children's pie? These bananas in pyjamas. But the children ran up and they yelled, "Look at that, up there in the leaves. Can you see? Oh, please, will you help us and rescue our cat? It's got stuck in the sycamore tree." Oh, look, he looks so glum. And look, they're trying to entice it down with some milk. Oh, no. And look, there's a pig, a little girl, a little boy, and a stick. They can't reach the cats. The giant said, "Well, I suppose it won't hurt, but soon, have no fear, I'll be back. You'd be scrumptious if eaten for cream for dessert, just as soon as I've gobbled that Jack." Fee, he said, and fie, he said, and FUM and foe. My very best treat is some children to eat. I will start with the littlest toe. But smallest boy whispered. My legs are so sore, and he slumped to the ground and he cried, I can't make it home. I can't walk anymore. Oh, please, could you give me a ride? Oh, Trenny, bless him. The giant said, well, I suppose I don't mind. And he lifted the boy on his back. The boy said, I love you. You're wonderfully kind. And what is your name? I'm called Jack. Oh, boys and girls, it's Jack. It's Jack. It's Jack. Everybody gasp. I'm going to turn the bait quick. Fee. Fie, he said, and little Jack snack, is that right? I'll pump you and stew you and gulp you and chew you and gobble you in one bite. But the children said, oh, no, you wouldn't. We think you've made a mistake. You're such a kind giant, you couldn't. Nice giants always eat cake. Oh, cake, 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 cake. Oh, my word, boys and girls, look at that cake. That looks delicious. Shall we count all the way up to the top how many raspberries there are? I think they're raspberries. Should we go for raspberries? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 raspberries on that cake, boys and girls. Oh, I just need a minute thinking of that cake. Oh, it looks delicious, doesn't it? Anyway, back to the story. Look, he looks happy as young. I don't think he wants to eat little Jack anymore. I think he's most happy with this scrumptious looking cake. What do you think? Let's find out. The giant was starving. His tummy was rumbling. But then he said, wait, are you sure? I'm grizzly and I'm grumpy and I'm grouchy and grumbly. I've not been called lovely before. You rescued a cat from a tree, shouted Jack, and you fetched us our ball. You're so nice. You gave me a ride through the streets on your back. So we've made this for you. You must have a slice. Oh, look. Look at the little chefs. Oh. Oh, he's looking happy, boys and girls. Can we spot Jack, though? Ho, he said, and hum, he said, and ha, and he. Chocolate's much better than children. And he ate it all up for his tea. Oh, and there's little Jack, safe down there. He didn't eat Jack. He ate his cake with 1 raspberry. He was very portion controlled, which incidentally is what Mrs. Davis needs to be. Oh, boys and girls, did you love that story? I love that story. It made me happy. Anyway, I've taken quite a lot of your time up, so I do hope you now go and have a little bit of fresh air, or I might go and have some raspberries. Are you eating your 5 a day? Me too. Love raspberries, and I had some strawberries for my breakfast too. Anyway, boys and girls, have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you soon. Hwyl fawr.